Eh-GOO-see. A soup older than the borders drawn around it. From the forests of eastern Nigeria, where the Igbo, have ground the pale melon seed by hand for longer than anyone kept count. 6,000 years of harvests folded into a single warm pot. They say the grandmothers made this soup to save the harvest, to carry the green of the wet season through the long, dry months. In a hurry, it is easy to ruin. Stir the seed straight into the oil, and you lose the thing that matters. So here, we will not hurry. The eh-GOO-see is meant to sit, to cake, to firm into soft golden curds that hold their shape. Patience is the whole recipe. Servings 6. 30 minutes to prepare. 1 slow hour of cooking. 2 cups of ground egusi seeds. 1/2 pound of stockfish. 3/4 cup of red palm oil. 1 pound of spinach. 1 whole yellow onion. 1/2 pound of smoked fish. 1.5 pounds of beef. 1/4 cup of ground crayfish. 2 bouillon cubes. 4.5 cups of water, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Begin with the stockfish. Lower it into boiling water and let it soften for 30 minutes. Then drain it. In a large pot, gather the beef, the whole onion, 2 bouillon cubes, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 4 cups of water. Let it simmer over medium heat for 30 minutes until the meat gives easily. The kitchen fills with the first quiet warmth. Now lift the beef and the softened stockfish from the pot. Strain the liquid gently. Measure out 3 cups of that dark, cooked broth and set it aside. This is the soul of the soup. Nothing here is wasted. Every drop of flavor is kept the way it has always been kept. Now, the melon seed. Into a small bowl, spoon 2 cups of ground eh-GOO-see. Add the last 1/2 cup of water. Slowly. Stir until it draws together into a thick, cohesive paste. It should cling to the spoon, pale and smooth, like something between meal and dough. This paste is the heart of Egusi soup. Everything that follows blooms from it. Warm 3/4 cup of red palm oil over low heat. Only 2 minutes until it loosens and glows. Then drop the paste in, small dollops, and do not touch it. Let it rest for 10 minutes. Undisturbed, it sets into firm, golden curds. Only then, fold in the ground crayfish, the beef, the smoked fish, the stockfish, and the 3 cups of broth. Gently, never breaking the curds. Cover the pot. Let it simmer over medium-low heat for 15 minutes. This is the slow part, the part that cannot be rushed. Beneath the lid, the flavors move toward one another. The smoke of the fish, the sweetness of the palm oil, the deep, dark broth. They stop being separate things. They become one soup. And at the very end, the greens. Fold in 1 pound of spinach. In an Igbo kitchen, it might be eh-GOO-see, the fluted pumpkin leaf, or the soft, bitter leaf they call onugbu. Let it wilt for 5 minutes into the warm sauce. Then lift the pot from the heat. 6 servings. Thick and golden and green. The melon came first, long before the recipe, long before Nigeria had a name. The Egusi vine crept across the forest floors of West Africa. Its seeds, pale, flat, heavy with oil, were pressed into the soil beside the yam. Archaeologists have found them in this region from more than 6,000 years ago. This is one of the oldest foods still cooked, the way it was first cooked. The word itself is ancient. In Igbo, it is eh-GOO-see, eh-GOO-see. In Yoruba, the very same seed, Egusi. Both words mean simply melon. The vine grows across a wide belt of West Africa, through Ghana, Benin, Togo, Cameroon, Mali, and everywhere it grows, the people learn the same patient trick. Dry the seed, grind it to meal, let it thicken the pot. Knowledge passed from hand to hand, never written down, only remembered. Then the people began to move, from the villages to the cities, and from the cities across the sea. Wherever the Igbo and their neighbors went, the melon seed went with them. Today you will find it in the markets of London, of Houston, of Atlanta, in small clear bags, ground and ready. The soup followed its people. A taste of home, carried thousands of miles from the forest that first grew it. And still, it never became ordinary. Eh-GOO-see is the soup of the gathering, at the wedding, the naming ceremony, the long, quiet funeral. It is the pot that feeds the crowd. Families draw close around it to share stories and laughter, and to remember the ones who are gone. To cook eh-GOO-see is to say, there is room at this table. Come, sit, and belong. Ladle it into a wide, warm bowl. Set beside it a soft mound of pounded yam, or fufu. Fufu. Watch the steam lift and curl, and let the first taste be quiet. Eh-GOO-see is the rarest kind of recipe, one that has survived 6,000 years of harvests, of journeys, of change. It survives because it was never trying to impress anyone. It was only ever trying to feed the people who loved it, and the table at last is set.